Today it's Thursday, January 9, 2025, and this is the M177 from the G63. I washed it yesterday. Today I received the crankshaft from the machine shop, the polish it, the polish here was the front seal, the mains, okay, the rear seal here, nice and polished, also the connecting journals. Alright, it's not the final wash, I just wash it once to don't have a grease when I received it from the machine shop. And now it's the time to check with the plastic cage. I have washed a couple of things. I haven't touched yet the piston and connecting rods. I will gonna do it now actually. What I wanna show you. Dang it. I washed everything. I don't have a clue from where it comes, these metallic shavings, other than the rocker arm, the lifter, alright? I've stripped off all the plugs, everything, you know, all the oil galleries, coolant, path, whatever. It's nice and washed, does have nothing inside. It's nice and bright and beautiful. All right. You can see no carbon on the cylinders here at the top dead center. I didn't put a masking tape. That's how this looks like from this side. All the plugs are out. Okay. I need to inspect the block. It's not now the time to inspect the block. It's not now the time to inspect the block. Now it's the time to, dang it, need to put some oil. Alright. This is how this looks like from down. Okay. Oil gallery for the cooling jets is being washed. Inside here it's being washed. Also, all the galleries here where is the oil pressure for the mains, for the bolts, like another time, oil return, everything. Nice, clean surfaces. Fine. We're looking good. Now, what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna go based on the color bearings what they use. We have yellow for up, number 2, and we have red, yellow, red. And then I'm gonna use a plastic gauge to see what's giving to me. What I have the, yeah, one second, let me bring also the crankshaft bearing caps. Alright, crankshaft bearing caps over there. These bolts are the old bolts, they're not the new bolts, okay, and these are the side bolts. These are the inner, no, these are the outer, inner, and the side bolts. Fine, and I need to go for shopping, come here, and get the correct color bearings. And the thrust washers, because I need to check also the thrust washers, like I said. Let's see what we're gonna say, the plastic gauge. And let's start from there, and then we're gonna get the measurements. I didn't get the measurements after I came back from the machine shop, to be honest. They said to me that it's okay, the crankshaft, that's why they proceed and they polish it. Let's see. I'm a little bit, not too much, I'm a little bit. Don't ask what. Let's see, let's find out. All right, for up, all yellow in place. Alright, and for down we have red wide, the 24 millimeters, red, yellow, and red wide again for the last one. These are the 54, it's the yellow one, the 56, it's the wide red, and the 56, this part number, it's this one, the number 2. Alright, and these are the uppers. I'm just keeping the boxes just in case, because if I have to change something, at least I'm not gonna mix it up. Usually I'm throwing it when I'm ready, when I'm done, but I'm not done now. And like I said before, we have red, gold, yellow, red. Alright, I'm talking about here, RR, GGR, and that's what we have also here. Let's put it on. And it's dry, no oil whatsoever, alright? Thrust washers and plastic cage, yeah. Let's see the results. Number 1 it's okay, number 5 it's okay, 2, 3 and 4 it's tight, if you ask me. And let's see, actually, yeah, who else you can ask? I'm the one who's closing the lens, right? Okay, let's see the number 5. All right, it's 0.038. Exactly, all right. Let's see the number 1. Yep. And then number 2, 0.025. It looks like a little bit more tight. Number 3, same story here. Number 4, same story. What does mean that one? I'm gonna explain what does mean that one. That means I'm not gonna use this red here. I'm gonna put the yellow on the red. That this is 56 part number, this is 54. That means it goes yellow, red. Alright? So I'm getting the yellow from here, I'm putting it on the red. And these two I'm putting blue. Blue and blue. One step lower. That means the blue it's a 52, the yellow it's a 54, the red it's a 56. So 2 blue and 1 yellow from here, and let's do it again. Let's repeat again to see how it's gonna be. Wiping it. You see why I didn't wash the final the crank? Hey, expected, to be honest. Alright, now we have the number 5, red, blue, the 4, blue, the number 3, yellow, the number 2, and red, the number 1, as it was. I wipe out the plastic cage. This, yes, it had this one, this doesn't have, the blue and the blue, okay? And this had, already wipe it. And we're talking about this part number 52. Alright, keep it there. Plastic cage in place. Lovely. Alright. That's why I'm saying that, you know what, it's amazing that you have a color bearings and you can play by 4,000 millimeter, 8,000 millimeter. It's amazing. Why? Because if I had, let us say, standard bearings, I cannot play up and down. I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times, I'm gonna repeat myself again, no worries. What I have to do, if it was tight, I have to send the crankshaft to the machine shop to make a light polishing on the number 2, 3 as an example, alright? But now, no. Now, I'm lucky because if it had number 1 upper, that means the blue, and all blue lower, then, and it's tight, then you have a problem, right? In any case, but it's okay. I never had any problem. No, I had one problem before and I sent it to the machine shop. Yeah, never mind. What's my point? That you can make the clearance to be nice in all of them. On a sleeved M157, it's a must. I'm always doing it. I'm not going based on the color bearing what says the block or the crankshaft. What I mean by that, imagine, let us say, to be number 1, number 2, the upper, all right? You start from there. And then you continue with the lower ones. You just try to make the bed, the main line, as straight as possible, and to give you the same clearance. So don't be tight, don't be loose. It doesn't matter the color bearing, what says the crankshaft or the block. It's a good reference to start from somewhere, to don't put randomly bearings, and then to adjust it like the same thing what I did here. It's not something new, for me at least. Some other people, they're gonna do it, they're gonna say, ah no, that's what says the block, that's what says the crankshaft, put this one. I'm not doing that. I never do that. On a previous M177 that gets seized, the last one, the 5th, it was white. And I changed and I put a red one. And the car now has 70,000 kilometers. It's still running fine. It didn't seize the crankshaft. But we're gonna see in the future. The car will gonna be here with us. Not only this, there are so many, you know. That's what I have to say. Let me mount the bearing caps. Thrust washes, the upper one, it's already in place, the thrust washes, dry, alright. Let's put them on, torque it down. The computer is open, over there, torque specs, and so on. I'm following torque specs till one point, because the bolts are used on and they're already stretched. Fine. Again, if you go to previous video, I'm saying the same thing for the M156, M157, M103K, or whatever, or M177. Fine. Nothing new here. Moving on. And that's how we are looking now. It didn't change the number 5. The number 4 and 3, it's the same like the rest. The 2, it's the same like the 1. And like the 5. That's what I'm expecting to see. This is when I'm saying I have to massage it a little bit. That's what I mean. Alright, we're looking good, beautiful, excellent. Now, you're gonna tell me why this is happening. It's very simple. You have heat cycles and you have torque. Right? That means it's warming up the engine at operating temperature, operating temperature. Yeah, okay, never mind, my English. Okay, it comes at operating temperature, you run your engine, you leave it to cool down, and you have heat cycles. That's why you have some small difference. And you have much more chances, I've said that before, if you build an engine that has already heat cycles, you make it much better than when the engine's brand new and never had any heat cycle, if it makes any sense. What I'm trying to say, on the sleeve block is different. It's on the sleeve block because you're machining the block, you have to press the sleeves inside, not the M177, I'm talking about M157, alright? You have some distortion here and there, you have also the heat cycles, that's why you're not going exactly with the color bearings. I mean, it happened before that you put the same color bearings and it was not spot on, it was very near, no need to play with the color bearings. But you have also these cases that's more common, that you can play with the bearings. And there is one friend of mine from the United States says to me, you know what kind of headache is that one with the BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Audi with the color bearings? It's amazing because you can have the same clearance, tolerance in all of the journals. You cannot ask something better than this, for me at least, for my mind. We're back in business. Need to take out the crankshaft, clean it for final. Alright, inspecting again the block. That's why I didn't put the cooling jets down over there. You see that's missing. I want to inspect again the block just in case maybe it fell something inside. I didn't watch it or whatever. Make sure that everything is nice and clean. Putting back the plugs all around. Putting the cooling jets, crankshaft, and then I haven't cleaned the piston connectors. Yay, lovely. Fine. Alright, at least we're good. The bolts, no need. I'm throwing it out. Need to get the new ones. Like any other time. They serve their purpose. Okay. And I have some news. They told me from the office that the customer, he's gonna put a new oil pump. I'm with him, I understand. And to be honest, I was talking about the price. And I was talking about if you make a maintenance every 15,000 kilometers and you have 100,000 kilometers, you know that the pump is gonna have some wear. Okay, it's expected. Now, see what's the thing here. Here I have the oil pump. I close it, I put together. There is nothing wrong with that. It is working, the pump. I don't know how long it's gonna work. I mean, it's not about it's gonna work. You're not gonna have any problem. You're not gonna have a catastrophic failure of the pump as a pump. What are you gonna have? You're gonna have greater rate of leak, and on idle or on the lower RPMs you're not going to have enough oil pressure. And guess what doesn't have this engine? Oil pressure sensor. Not only the M177, the most Mercedes. Hey, then somebody, I think now that it came to my mind, they said that the shaft does have a rear support. It has a rear support, the shaft. It comes here on the magnesium housing. There is support. The oil pump for the Jaguar, it doesn't have support the shaft here. It's only here front, that I said before. That's a different story. Don't confuse yourself. M157, M177, there is support on the shaft. Back on the magnesium housing and front on the aluminum housing. Right. Now what? Now let me continue washing parts. Hey, lovely. Remove the plastic gates, check everything again, keep it in order. As soon as I'm happy, I have to keep it in order. Alright. And moving on. Yeah, my target is build a short block and then deal with the cylinder heads. And that's it with the crankshaft. Installed with the new bolts, plenty of assembly grease. The side bolts, it's been torn down. Okay, the test, I mean, it spins nice, it doesn't bite anywhere, it makes 360 by just having the wrench over there. You can put a mark, let us say the 235 here, and you can see that it makes one full rotation without stopping anywhere. Amazing, lovely. These are the old bolts. All right, need to throw it out. And now, leave it. We're gonna use it as a clock to turn by itself. All right. Now what? Yeah, okay. I put the plug here for the oil cooler. I put the thermostat, the oil thermostat back in place. I put the plug here. I put the plug here with a new seal. I put the plug here. I put also the other plug here. The old parts are gonna end up outside in a box like any other time. The customer, he's here, he's a friend of mine, he can come and see his parts, his old parts here in the box. I might use both of this box. Okay, let me throw also the main cap bolts there inside to finalize this one. And meanwhile, we spin the crankshaft. So, what else? Anything else? No, nothing else for today. Okay, let's see the 235 to come again up at 12 o'clock. All right. Fine. Continue with the piston connecting rods to close the short block, like I said. And okay, we passed the 235. It's the third time. We are beautiful. We are lovely. Excellent. Excellent movement. Already check it. I have to remove now the bolt and the damper pulley. No, it needs to be here because I have to put the piston connecting rods later on for the timing chain and the guides. Yeah. Let me throw also the bolts out. That's it for today. That's it. Tomorrow, when I'm gonna have ready the piston connectors, I want to get the weight. First thing, what I'm doing, I'm not mixing up piston connectors, okay? I just wanna see what they have done. You never know. Maybe they did it from the factory. I haven't found any engine till now, but it might be the first one. You never know. Write down the numbers because the OEM connectors and the OEM pistons and the wrist pins are all over the place, like any other time. Never mind, no, forget it. This is me, this is me. Maybe me, I'm not measuring properly. You know, that's, put it on me. No, it's perfect, no worries. So I want to double check how it looks like, to make a little bit massage here and there, some small things, checking the piston ring gap to be in all of the cylinders the same. Don't have any headache. Cleaning the carbon, cleaning the connecting rod, removing the connecting rod bearings to put the new ones, the bolts as well, obviously. It's not gonna look like this at the end of the connecting rods. It's gonna look like this. You're gonna see tomorrow probably. It depends if they don't stop me. Either tomorrow or the day after. We're gonna find out. That's it, like I said, for now. Happy with the results expected for the 400,000 kilometers. Expected to need some massage on the bearings. This is not something new. Go watch the previous engine. I have done the same thing. Nothing new here. As an example, the Daza block here that's brand new with a crankshaft that's brand new, you can put the same color code bearings and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna give you the same clearance. But if you check again after 100,000 kilometers, it won't gonna be the same. You're gonna have some small difference. And since you can play with the main bearings and there is 4,000 millimeter the difference, it's amazing, right? It's not bad. 4 to 8,000 millimeter, it's less than 100 millimeter. It's more than 4,000 millimeter, it's approximately, because you're going so low. But it's, for me, it's always welcome to have a range. Otherwise, like I said, you have to send either the block to machine the main line, or you have to machine the crankshaft and you F yourself up. By doing that, lovely. You change 2 bearings, 3 bearings or whatever, and you're back in business. And you have a peace of mind. That's it. Finished. Enough talking. Let me continue working. Thank you very much. Over and out.